Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Plant-Based Dads. I'm Joey. We are a vegan, whole foods, family channel. We do some cooking, we do some DIY, do some baking. If you like what you hear, please hit that like button. Show us some love. And please think about subscribing to the channel and become part of the Plant-Based Dads family. All right, so you may have seen the kitchen remodel video. It's a time-lapse video of 6 to 7 weeks of me working on the kitchen. One of the questions I get constantly on that video is, how much did that kitchen cost? So I thought I would go over everything that we did here and the breakdown of price, all right? So first I'm gonna start with the cabinets. These are Ikea cabinets. The Ikea cabinets are the section frames. Section is what's behind all the drawers and all that. And then the fronts are the annexstad drawer fronts and doors. So that's the finishing part of it. Now, the cabinets are the standard base cabinets of 22.5 or whatever they are, right? Deep, right? And then there's varying sizes. The upper cabinets, all the section upper cabinets are 15 inches deep. Now, it's a big deal because when I went to Lowe's to get this kitchen estimated by Lowe's, their standard cabinet depth is 12 inches. And a 12-inch upper cabinet, if you've got a plate that's 12 inches, it's not gonna fit in the cabinet, right? So, you know, I really like the idea of having 15-inch deep upper cabinets. So that was a big deal for me. So the prices I'm giving you here are for 15-inch uppers when you hear the pricing of the cabinets, okay? All right, so for the kitchen, I had 21 cabinets. So you may have seen in the video, I did the kitchen and the adjoining laundry room, all the same cabinetry. But for the kitchen alone, I had 21 cabinets. 7 of those were uppers and all the rest were lower cabinets. The cabinets themselves cost $6,100. I didn't get a during a sale event or anything like that. That was just the regular Ikea price, $6,100. Now, when I ordered the cabinets, right, we were in escrow on this house, but we hadn't closed yet. And if you know anything about buying a house when you're in escrow, you can't buy anything. The minute they pull your credit for, you know, the loan, that credit has to stay exactly the same until after you've closed. So we were gonna close a year ago, September 12th, and we were looking at getting estimates for the cabinetry, but I couldn't buy anything, right? All I could do was get estimates. On September 12th, we closed this house. I went to Ikea. I said, here's my online cabinet design, make some little justifications or whatever, and let me buy it. So I bought it, and I had no idea that when you buy these, they're coming from California. We're in Phoenix. And it could be weeks before you get your cabinets, right? So that was a mistake right there that I could have made. Luckily, on September 12th, when I went to Ikea, they're like, yeah, it's all in stock in California. They'll drive it out on Monday. Can you be at home on September 16th to take delivery? And I was like, I absolutely can, right? So that was really nice. $6,100 complete for the cabinetry, the sides, the fronts, the guts of it. The drawers, the shelves, all of that. It did not include the organization, you know, some of the Ikea cabinets you pull out and they've got these nice wood organizations. It didn't include that. I do have that. That was another $125, all right? So $6,100 for the cabinets, $125 for some of the organization. I didn't organize all the drawers and cabinets, but some of them I did, right? For the knives and forks and all that. All right, then I've got the sink. The sink was purchased on Costco.com. Costco, the store, had the same sink, but the sink has all these different compartments that you can put in as shown here, and you can move them around, you can take them out. And the one online had a metal insert for rinsing vegetables and all that, and the one in the store had a plastic one. They were the same price. It was $2.99 for the sink, but the online store, Costco, had a much better, robust option here than the store. And I don't know why that is, but that's what happened. So that's what we got. Now the sink is gone off of Costco. You can't buy this anymore. It was last year. So, you know, that's what my option was at the time. The faucet, also from Costco, which you can still buy, was $200. It's just one of those flexible single lever faucets with the spray. I really like it. And it worked good with this sink. Now the appliances were not cheap. They're all part of the GE Cafe series. The 4 pieces we got, the dishwasher, the range, the hood, and the refrigerator. The GE Cafe series. And I absolutely love them. I love them in the store. We paid the extra money to get decent appliances this time because normally we don't. I've never had a matching set of appliances before, but I really like them. The appliances were $5,800 and we got those from Spencer's Appliances in Phoenix. That's where we got our last appliances for our old house. They're really good there and I feel like they've got great prices. The counters are not from Ikea. These are all white Arctic quartz counters. Now, I used to live in the old house next to a guy who worked at a flooring and tile center, and they do counters. And he actually got me flooring from my old house at a really cheap rate. And when we moved in here, we decided, you know, we were gonna call him again. Well, we went down to his place here, Tanner Materials, T-A-N-N-E-R, Tanner Materials in Chandler. And they have this unbelievable size area of slabs. Marble, granite, quartz. It just goes on for blocks and there's so much of it. So we just found, I gave him the measurements, we decided it was 2 full slabs and he showed me, I told him I wanted quartz and he showed me where they were and we saw these white Arctic quartz and I'm like, this is it, this is what I want. I just want a bright, clean, white kitchen. So the counters installed, right? I didn't do the counters because, I mean, that's outside of my skill range, right? The counters installed for 2 slabs was $3,500, right? So those were not from Ikea. Those were someone that I knew that got me a decent deal on those. I absolutely love them. All right, now the Backsplash was from Floor & Decor. It is kind of a Victorian backsplash. There's all this clean lines, modern, bright in the home, and I felt like we should have a little something as a throwback. I love the green because we're mid-century modern enthusiasts and there's a lot of green in our old home that was a mid-century modern. This one is not a mid-century modern, but I still feel like it takes me back there a little bit. So it's just a Victorian pattern that I'd seen online at someone else's house in MLS and they had the gold and I loved it, but I didn't want the gold. So I found out it came in green and we bought it. It was $6 a square foot and it was like 30 square feet. So that came to about $200, $210 to purchase the materials. Now I plan on putting them in myself, right? Because I've tiled many times. It just got down to the wire where we were moving in and the backsplash wasn't gonna be in. Like on a Monday, I decided that week we were moving Friday. On Monday, I decided I'm never gonna get to this before we move in. So I got a guy on Craigslist for 350 bucks and he installed all the backsplash tile. Let me just tell you, the older, younger me would have been like, I'm saving that money and keep it myself. But the 55-year-old me is like, I'll gladly pay someone 350 bucks to put that in so I can manage the movers. And that's what happened. He was putting this in while the movers were moving our stuff in. So 350 bucks on top of the 200, 210. So about 560 bucks installed for the backsplash. And he did an amazing job on this. I absolutely love it. The under cabinet lighting is from Ikea. It's the umlaut lighting, and that was about $50 or $60. We've got, I think, 9 lights under the cabinets. They run into the laundry room too, but as far as the kitchen, it was about 60 bucks. And I did all that wiring myself. It was really simple. The garbage disposal is from Costco. It's a 3/4 horsepower one, and it was 99 bucks. Now, you gotta be careful on garbage disposals. Home Depot's charging like $115 or $120 for a 1/2 horsepower one. Costco's got a much more powerful one for less money. So Costco's a much better deal at garbage disposals. Again, I installed that myself. It was really simple. Now, the microwave, which is in the counter here, microwaves that go in cabinets are a huge amount of money. Spencer's had one for 1,100 bucks. I'm not paying 1,100 bucks to reheat potatoes. I'm sorry, right? But I did want the microwave on the counter and I did not want it above the stove, right? I really wanted that nice looking hood. So it had to go in the island. So we need one that fit into a cabinet. Tim found this online for 200 bucks. You can't even buy it anymore. But it was an in-cabinet microwave. You just slid it in. It came with a face plate on it and all that. And I mean, I absolutely love it. A year later, it's still going strong. So that's what it cost us. I don't have a link to that or anything, but just kind of look out there, you'll see them. All right, so the flooring, we refloored the entire house. The flooring downstairs, right, is all kind of water resistant. It's, again, from Floor & Decor. It's their, I don't know if it's their AquaGuard or HydroGuard. It's the one that only they sell. And this one is called Tawny Oak Estate or Tawny Estate Oak or Estate Tawny Oak. Tawny Oak, right? T-A-W-N-Y, Tawny Estate Oak. I absolutely love this flooring because it comes in multiple different widths, so it doesn't just look like a running pattern. It's absolutely beautiful. It goes wonderful with the white cabinets. The Ikea cabinets have a kick plate that sits in front of the cabinet, so I floored right to the front of the cabinet and then threw the kick plate on, and I mean, it looks absolutely amazing. The flooring for down here, I've estimated at $1,900 because I did the whole house. So I'm trying to break it up into this one piece, all right? It costs about $500 if you want to have it installed. There were some people online that would have installed it for that, but I was able to do it myself. The pendant lights are from Lowe's. All right, here's the deal with the pendant lights. I wanted pendant lighting, but I did not want glass in it because I'm not getting up there and cleaning glass. I'm absolutely refused to do that. So I wanted something that I could just dust, right? But that I'm not like cleaning with Windex because that's just crazy, right? So the pendant lights were like $49 each. I got 3 of them at Lowe's. So that was a total of about $150. I think it was $162 with tax, all right? So, and I couldn't find these in the store. Well, actually, after I bought them, I did find them in the Scottsdale store. They come in different sizes. These were the ones that I thought worked best for the kitchen. Now, all of the cabinet pulls are from Amazon, and they're really heavy, really big, really nice, and cabinet pulls, you could spend like a lot of money on them, right? We paid $130 on Amazon, and I think because of the laundry room, we bought them all at once, there were 67 or 70 of them. Actually, that's what we used. There's quite a few left, so we have probably close to 80 to 100 of these cabinet pulls. So that was $130. Shop online for cabinet pulls. Don't buy them at the stores. There's so much more money there. These are really heavy pulls. There's some weight to them. They're not gonna break, all right? And they came with a template too. I think we paid $7. In that amount of $130, I've included $7 for a template that came with it. It was really easy to install. Definitely something you could do. Now, when I installed the vent, the hood vent, there was no hood there before. There was a microwave, and microwaves above the range just vent right back into the room. So there was no hole in the wall. I had to drill a hole in the wall, and that is an outside wall that goes right outside to vent the hood. In order to make that 8-inch hole, right, I wanted a 8-inch drill bit. I wanted a drill bit that was this big. So I had to buy one online, right? And it had to be strong enough to go right through the wood and right through the stucco and right through the house. That drill bit I did find, and I probably do have a link for it somewhere if someone needs it. That was $28 for the drill bit, and it took like a week and a half to come. But it did work fine on my drill, and it did exactly what I needed it to do. The last money I spent here was for the wiring of the pendants. Now, I hung the pendants myself, but there was nowhere to hang them. There were no light boxes, there were no electrical boxes because there were no pendants there before. So I did call my electrician in, Greg. He came out, $300, and when he was done in 2 hours, there were ceiling boxes in the 3 places I needed them to hang the light fixtures. And once that was done, I was able to hang them really quickly. So, you know, it was well worth the $300 I spent. All right, so the grand total of this kitchen, the way it looks right now, was $19,627. That was with me doing most of the labor. So when you're watching a home improvement show and they're like, the kitchen's $40,000, a lot of that is labor. I saved a lot of money by doing much of this work myself. Right, so there you have it, $19,627 for this kitchen. It was worth every dime. I'm a real estate agent, so a chunk of my paycheck from that transaction went to this kitchen. Which definitely made it a lot easier. Otherwise, I still would have did it anyway. It was worth every dime. All right, guys, that's our video for today. Please hit that like button. Show us some love. What's not to like? If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, become part of the Plant-Based Dads family, and you'll get notified every time we have a new video, usually every Monday. If there's a DIY video, that's on Wednesday. And if there's any Baking with Tim, that's on Saturday. And please, leave a comment. Do you have an IKEA kitchen? How's your IKEA kitchen doing a year later? Mine's actually doing well. Are you satisfied with everything? Did you put it in yourself? Did you hire someone? If you did hire someone, how much did they charge you to put IKEA cabinets together? I built all these cabinets myself. My friend's having someone else do it. Someone's charging him $150 per cabinet to build them. That's crazy. Do it yourself. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.